Hey everybody, and welcome to another Cricut craft tutorial. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It is totally free and a way to help support me on YouTube. Just hit that big red subscribe button right over here. I am so excited for this video. This is something I see asked all the time, and I've been working on this for a really long time because I wanted to get it right before I showed you guys how to do it. So I'm going to show you guys how to fill in your fonts in Cricut Design Space. Now, you will need an SVG to do this, and that is free on my website at CorinneBlackstone.com. It's linked down in the description below. You can find it under the free SVG pull tab. This is game changing. Again, I've practiced this for weeks trying to get this right and make sure that it works for you guys, and it should work just fine. I'm going to show you guys how to do this with text, but you can also do this with your etchings as well as your Cricut foil tool, and I'll do some tutorials with those later on, but I wanted to get started with text because that's the one that I see the most. Now, it's going to depend a little bit on which pen you use and which style you're going to get as far as how close your lines are going to look. I used a couple different pens, and I'll go over those with you in the video, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this. So let's get started. To get the SVG for this, just go to CorinneBlackstone.com, and you're going to go over to the free SVGs and click where it says Fill Text and Pictures Cricut. You are going to scroll down here to the bottom and click where it says Download your free SVG here. It should ask you where you would like to save your SVG to, so I'm just going to save this to my Cricut folder and click Save. Once it's done that, you're going to open up the folder, which is a zipped folder, and they do have to be zipped in order for me to provide them this way. So what you'll do is, especially on my computer, it's pretty easy. It should be fairly similar on yours, but just open your zipped folder and click Extract All. You're going to click Browse, and then you're going to just figure out where you want to put it. I'll just put it in my Cricut folder and go ahead and click Extract. That's all you simply have to do. Now we can go over to Design Space and get everything loaded in. Once you have unzipped your file and everything, just come over to your Cricut Design Space, click Upload Image, and then Browse. Find your lines file, go ahead and insert that. You're not going to need to do anything else with it, just click Save. Once it saves, go ahead and select that image and insert it into your Cricut Design Space. Now, it does just look like a black box, but if you make it a lot bigger, you'll see that it is all individual lines. Now, depending on your design, you can make the box bigger, you can use multiple boxes, whatever you want to do. But we're just using an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock for all of these, so I'm just going to keep it kind of small. We don't need anything too crazy. So the first thing we'll do is some text with this, which is really fun. So let's just open some text, and let's just type in Happy Birthday. And I'll do a couple different styles of text so that you guys can see what this looks like. So the first one we'll do is the ever popular Magnolia Sky, because that one's a really fun one, especially when it comes to writing. And you're going to letter space it down. The one thing that's great about Magnolia Sky is you can just make it -1.2 and it's almost perfect every single time. So I think that looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and weld that Happy Birthday. And actually, let me go ahead and undo that. If you weld it and decide you want to change something, just click Undo. And what I'm going to do is change this line spacing. I'm going to go down a bunch. I want it to be closer together. It was a little spread out, so I'm just going to kind of reduce the line spacing a bit so that it doesn't take up quite as much space. So we'll just go ahead and reduce that. The line spacing you really have to reduce a lot in order to get them really close together, but it's fine. So now what you're going to do is go ahead and click Weld. And then we'll do a couple other things. We'll just do like thank you, and I'll do a bunch of different like styles. So let's do one that is a, let's do something that's more blocky so that you guys can kind of see what that will look like. I'm trying to think of ones that when you write them look kind of funky. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to change both of these real quick so you can see what they look like. If you change them to draw right now, see how they're outlined? We don't want that, and that's one thing we are going to change with our lines. So go ahead and just change those back to cut. I just wanted you to see what they look like. Like I said, we're going to do these in a way that is totally different, and I'm really excited to show you guys how to do this. So I realize my B is a little close to my eye, but it's fine. I'm not worried about it. What we're going to do is go ahead and take your Happy Birthday and lay it on top of your lines. Now you can turn your lines a little bit if you want. So if you wanted to line it, like make the lines go a little bit more askew, you can do that. It's just personal preference on what you want to do. So I'm just going to leave them straight, but you can do it either way. Make sure your words are welded. So we're going to weld thank you as well, even though we didn't do anything and they don't touch. You can only slice 2 items at once. So go ahead and weld thank you as well. So we'll slice 2 things. We're going to slice the words out of our stripes. So go ahead and select the stripes and the words. You can just draw a box around both and click slice. Now you're going to get some weird stuff, and it's just what this SVG does, but you just need to keep one of your happy birthdays, and you're going to get one that looks real funky for whatever reason. It's always this one. It ends up slicing really, really weird, so you can just delete that one, and then between these two, they should be really, really similar, so you can just keep whichever one you would prefer. So we'll do thank you, and you can use the same square that you used. I'm going to actually turn this one a little bit, and we'll do it this direction. Go ahead and select that, and again, just click on slice. Again, you're going to end up with a couple different versions. You're going to have that one. You're going to have this one, which is almost similar to that, and then you'll have this black one that is the original. So you can get rid of this one. You don't need that one anymore. And again, these are pretty much the same, so just go ahead and choose between one of them. I'm going to go ahead and delete this because we do have some room, but I'm going to show you guys, we're going to do an image. So let's go ahead back to the uploads, and we'll put this right back in so that we have a brand new set of lines. And we're just going to do a picture. So go ahead and click on images. We'll just find something to use in Design Space that will be kind of fun. You can use pretty much anything that you want if you wanted to fill it in, but we'll use an image. That way you guys can really see kind of what it looks like. I'm trying to look for something that's a little bit more filled in. I don't like the fish. The fish is kind of weird. Let's do this dog. This dog's pretty fun. Go ahead and insert the dog. And again, same thing. You're going to need your image to be just a single piece. And it doesn't really matter what image you use. You can use whatever you want. So I'm going to go ahead and select both of these. Go ahead and slice them. And we're going to go ahead and pull out the dogs and see which ones we got. So we got this weird one, and then 2 of those ones, and then our lines. Go ahead and delete the lines. We don't want those anymore. Delete this bad one, and then we'll keep this one. So I'm going to show you guys it writing all of these so that you guys can see it. But make sure you change your line type before you do anything else. Change your line type to draw. And we're going to do that for each of our images here. And then for fun, let's just change the colors. That way you guys can kind of see what they all look like in the different colors. So we'll do the dog in, I don't know, a purple, and we'll do thank you in black. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and attach these so that they should hopefully all write on the same page. I'm just going to make sure that they will fit. I think that looks pretty good. Go ahead and attach. Now, when you do draw and you change the colors, it's not like when you cut and change the colors. You can change the colors and attach them for draw. Go ahead and click Make It, and we're going to just put this on a piece of, like I said, 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So what you're going to do is hit Continue, and it's going to ask us what material we're using. Now, if you wanted this to cut out a shape, you'd put a shape behind it, but we're just going to do this kind of randomly. So we'll go ahead and do light cardstock. Now, it tells you what color to put in. I'm just going to put 3 random colors in that go with our cardstock so that you guys can see. I'll take you guys over to the machine, show you how to load a pen, and then I'm going to let you guys watch it write. Now, I will tell you this does take a while, and I will try to remember to tell you guys exactly how long this takes because I'll speed up the video. We're going to go ahead and load our pen. You'll need to open your clamp A, which is the one on your left-hand side. Go ahead and pull the cap off your pen. I always place the cap on the top of my pen. Insert your pen through the holder. Put one finger under the holder and one finger at the top of the pen and press until it clicks. Go ahead and close clamp A. And now you can load your paper. We're just going to do this on blue, which the colors on the pens may not look great on blue, but it at least will give you guys an idea what this looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch this. Like I said, I am going to speed this up because this process does take a really long time, but it looks so good when it's done. So we'll go ahead and speed it up a little bit for you guys so you guys can see. And I'll try to remember to tell you how long this takes to do all 3. It took about 30 minutes to do all of the designs. So we did 3. We did happy birthday, and then the thank you. That's with a gold pen, which I think that one came out really good. It was with gold gel pen. And then I did the puppy dog with a green other gel pen. This is an extra fine point. Here are our finished words. So we used different pens. This is done with the 0.4 tip. This one is done with one of the gel glitter pens, and this is a 0.8 tip in the thank you here. And then the puppy dog was done with, I believe, a 0.3, so that you can see more of the lines in the puppy dog. You really can't see the lines very well at all in the gold. And then you can see them a little bit in the birthday, which is the 0.4, but not too bad. And you can kind of turn it, like I showed you guys, to kind of hide some of the jagged edges. But I just thought this was such an awesome way to do this and really helps solve a lot of the problems that Design Space creates. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm always happy to answer those for you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Just hit that big red subscribe button down below. I would love to have you as part of my crafty family. It would mean the world to me. I hope you guys had so much fun learning how to do this. And don't forget, you can get that free SVG at CorinneBlackstone.com. Have a great day and happy crafting!